Bill C2 in Canada's new border bill, an attack on the human rights to seek asylum. I covered this more in depth on my channel, so people can feel free to go back and watch those 5-hour long live streams and figure it out. But, you can always do this fun little thing of opening up the transcript to the videos that are automatically made and then doing a word search to find certain parts or just scroll through. Come on, down you go, sweetie. But yeah, so this bill is so bad. Sorry, cat. Here. He tried to jump up again and I accidentally had my hand in the way. Are you? Yeah, so this bill is so bad, it hasn't passed yet, that Amnesty International felt like they needed to put out a comment on it, which is bad because it really does interfere with what it says, attack on the human right to seek asylum. So the feature that they're focused on is that, let's say you've been in the country for more than 3 years because you're a student or you're working or something of that sort, and something horrendous happens in your home country and it's no longer safe for you to go back, you can't claim refugee status. You can't claim asylum. So there's things like that, which is a problem. But then also under Bill C2 is things like, oh, they can now check our mail just because, or look into our history of what kind of clinics we go to for mental health or, reproductive care. They can start doing all this investigation and search without search warrants. Like it's so utterly intrusive what they can do with this bill. And as I was mentioning, stop that cat. As I was mentioning on the majority report, normally, especially right out the gate, when there's a minority government, the opposing side, in this case, the conservatives, always put up a fuss. Like they don't want a win. They don't want the liberals to have a win. And everyone was like, well, maybe the NDP will form a coalition with them and ooh. And as I point out, it's more common that the liberals vote in line with the conservatives than they vote in line with the NDP. Just because people think that the liberals are on the left, they tend to assume that the NDP and them will get along. But the reason why the conservatives have been pretty quiet on this is they love this. They love this. They love these bills. These bills are conservative. Like they're like, we lost Pierre Poilievre, but we've gained Mark Carney. So I'm very concerned about this bill, and there's nothing stopping it from getting through. And then which one? There was, is it this one? This one? No. Oh, okay. I was going to talk about this one next. And so Bill 5 just went through. So it's now law. And basically, it's a law to supersede other laws. The government just wrote laws to override other laws that were already on the book, especially when it comes to the environment and stuff, to push through construction projects that they want or mining and that sort of stuff, if they deem it in the national interest, and keeping it very vague. Of course they do. Again, I covered this in far more detail on my channel, but what some people have suspected this might lead to is an idle no more movement. And for those of you who don't know what that is, idle no more. So idle no more is an ongoing, but it's now not really, it's not prominent right now, but I don't think it ever really stopped. So Idle No More is an ongoing protest movement founded in December 2012 by 4 women, 3 First Nations women, and 1 non-Native ally. It is a grassroots movement among the Indigenous peoples in Canada, comprising the First Nations, Métis, and Inuit peoples, and their non-Indigenous supporters in Canada, and to a lesser extent internationally. It has consisted of a number of political actions worldwide, inspired in part by the liquid diet hunger strike of the Apawaskat chief, Theresa Spence, and further coordinated via social media, a reaction to the alleged legislative abuses, Indigenous treaty rights by then Prime Minister Stephen Harper and the Conservative federal government. The movement takes particular issue with the Omnibus Bill, Bill C-45. The popular movement has included round dances in public places and blockades of rail lines. And so, of course, as soon as you start blocking the rail lines, Mm, that's when they get upset. That's when capital lumps in. Now, right in line with Bill C5, Ontario passed Bill 5, which is almost identical to what Bill C5 is, only on a provincial level. And provincially, it's Doug Ford, conservative, who runs the province. So again, just compare here. We have a liberal government with their Bill C5 and a conservative government with Bill 5, and those bills are identical because they get along really well. And Doug Ford has already kind of threatened any potential protesters from blocking roads or rail lines that he'll crack down on them and all of that sort of stuff. So people can feel free to look into this a bit more because it might become more relevant in the upcoming months.